What's good, my fam? Now, I want to say Happy New Year. I hope everybody's enjoying themselves that have made it to 2021 because I feel it's a blessing. But right now, I'm going to get serious. I'm going to touch on this Kobe Bryant conspiracy theory, and I'm just going to clear this out the way. Because once again, your boy Z the Real has to pretty much put everybody at ease and clear up any ridiculous conspiracy theory that's out there. Now, for one, dude, for starters, I know everybody's been hearing over the last year that Kobe Bryant was getting ready to leave Nike, but right before that plane, his helicopter crash. Okay, this been out there now that Kobe Bryant had a new shoe that's been leaked recently in the past weeks, over the last month, and word on the street or around town that Kobe Bryant was going to get ready to leave Nike and start his own company, which was the Mamba company. Now, I'm here to tell you that you just can't blame a company like Nike for this man's death. Sometimes death happens because of people's own decisions. Now, this is my opinion, and this is actually common sense. I don't believe nobody else is responsible for Kobe Bryant's death except Kobe Bryant and that pilot who was hired at the time. Because let the record show, and you can go back and watch news clips, every airport in the metropolitan area of LA to the Bay Area was all shut down because of the fog. The weather was bad on that Sunday morning. The man died on a Sunday. The day, and I'm gonna get to the religious part and a little later on in the video. But first, let me explain this. Every airport was shut down. I believe the plane company that Kobe was ridden that helicopter from, they told him not to fly. They advised him not to fly. But what forced their hand was Kobe Bryant probably told him or threatened him, if you don't fly this plane for me, I'm going to basically cancel my contract. So you don't know what was said before that happened. The original pilot that normally works for Kobe first, he said no. So that should tell you something. If the first pilot said no, they had to bring in a replacement pilot who flew that plane into it and basically crashed into that mountain or that cliff. Okay, so you gotta understand that sometimes people are in control of their own fates. Because you can cause your own death to happen based on your decision making. Now, this was Kobe Bryant that's been flying helicopters most of his career. He had the money to do it. The man was very keen and punctual on time. He had to get there on time to practice and in games on the jet plane. This is not a man who traveled on a bus or with everybody else. When it came down to that Staples Center, he traveled on his own private jet everywhere he went. All right, he's Kobe being Bryant. That's the type of person he was, just like Michael Jordan. All right? So to blame Nike for this man's death, let me explain something to you, man. Phil Knight is a multi-billionaire. That man, I believe, is worth $3.8 billion. Phil Knight got too many people and athletes on his payroll. Nike is the most powerful athletic company ever. Okay, that company alone is more powerful than Adidas, Puma, Reebok. All right? Under Armour, you name it, he's on top. You can't blame him for what happened to Kobe Bryant. Phil Knight did not tell Kobe Bryant to fly that jet plane or that airplane, right? He didn't tell him to get in that helicopter. Kobe Bryant did. As far as I'm concerned, Kobe Bryant's responsible for his own death. And see, this is what I hate about social media, because social media has dumbed down society. People will believe anything told to them. People will basically take the word of a bunch of low-down, dumb, idiotic conspiracy theorists who don't have nothing else better to do. They're at the house all day long. They don't work a 9-to-5 job. They don't have kids. They're not going to school during the daytime. They just in the house all freaking day, smoking weed and whichever other drug they own, high as hell, and going to tell you about the truth, or what they think is the truth. They make you believe that a company such as Nike would kill Kobe Bryant, their biggest asset. No, Kobe Bryant was too loved for that. The world loved Kobe Bryant. That during Kobe Bryant's memorial service, just like they did Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, the whole world was shut down for him. For those that watched the memorial service, everybody in the entire world, the whole UN watched Kobe Bryant from China to America, from Africa all the way to Brazil, from Brazil all the way over to the Netherlands. They all watched Kobe Bryant. Even the Middle East was watching Kobe Bryant's memorial because he was that impactful to the entire world. So why would Nike kill somebody like Kobe Bryant When you have other athletes like Michael Jordan, for example, right? Michael Jordan is still the biggest shoe out there. Yes, young folks, Jordan is a Nike brand. Okay? Nike made Jordan's first shoe that he signed the deal with. No, and for Dr. Boyce Watkins to put that out there, that's again, I told you about Boyce Watkins. Boyce Watkins is nothing but a con artist. Just like Umar Johnson, he takes advantage of the black community for his own beneficial gain. Boyce Watkins has been getting exposed all this time, been taking L's over the last year. He had to use this to get capped. Just like Zachary K. Hubbard and every other stupid conspiracy theorist. Right? It's all fake, man. As far as I'm concerned, the blood is on Kobe Bryant and that pilot's hands for crashing the helicopter and killing Kobe himself, his daughter, and all those other families and them kids. So all that goes to show you, man, if 2020 has taught you anything is that, again, you never know when it's your time to go. When it's your time to go, it's your time to go. So while you down here, you got to live life to the fullest. Do nobody thought that was going to die? Kobe Bryant basically gambled on his life. Because that man was so keen on getting there to his tournament on time. He had a tournament schedule. His daughter was getting ready playing. He had to get there on time. He didn't want to, because Kobe Bryant could have easily made a phone call and told Vanessa to hold the game up and delay the game, which people would have waited for Kobe Bryant. This is Kobe Bryant. People would have waited till 12 o'clock the next morning or till 10 o'clock at night to play in that tournament. But no, he chose otherwise. He said, I'm not going to get on no limousine. I ain't going to get in a rental car. We going on this helicopter. And plus Kobe could have paid that second that replacement pilot $100,000 to fly that plane anyway. And that pilot might have said, okay, now that I got this $100,000 in my account, my family, even if I die, my family gonna be straight, gonna be set for the rest of their life. My kids gonna have gonna be able to go to college with this money. My family be able to get this house they always wanted. This money will make you do anything. It is the root of all evil, right? We've heard this many times. So I find it hard to believe that Nike will kill this dude. Matter of fact, let's look at some of the athletes Nike has that they have signed to them, right? Let's look at this list, because I use Google for my research. Look, you got Cristiano Ronaldo Messi, which is the soccer player from Argentina. He's the biggest soccer player in FIFA. I believe that's also played for Real Madrid. You have Neymar Legu. I hope I'm saying that right. Look at it, $45.5 million. LeBron James, who's just won his 4th NBA championship coming off of last year, the bubble. Again, $45.1 million. Kevin Durant, $18.1 million. Then you have Rafael Nadal, Carmelo Anthony, Chris Paul, Tiger Woods, and you have Jordan, which is the biggest. They're not mentioning him, but again, right? Look at the net worth. As of 2020, Nike's net worth is valued at $34.8 billion. So again, why would they kill Kobe? Now, this is a message from Legends of Traitman's Heights, where that cartoon came from. And they say, out of respect for Kobe and his family, we have removed the clip of him and ask that you please don't share it. Rest in peace to Kobe and Gigi Bryant and everyone else who died in a helicopter crash. And that was January 26, 2020. So they didn't know this man was going to die in that cartoon. This cartoon here, they didn't know this man was going to pass on. They thought of it as a jag, or just a joke, right? Just like South Park. In our cartoon, they didn't know this was going to happen. But they asked you not share. They took it. They basically removed it out of respect for him. Because they didn't want to be responsible for trying to predict somebody's death. Because that's effed up. Y'all need to leave Nike and Phil Knight alone. No, Kobe Bryant was not going to go to war with Nike. Remember, before Nike, Kobe Bryant did not originally start with Nike. He had an Adidas contract. The man paid $8 million to pretty much be removed from Adidas and switch to Nike. So why does this man go to war with Nike at all? And why would Nike have this man killed? Nike did not want this man killed. And let's be honest, Nike would have still been making money off Kobe Bryant regardless. Even if Kobe Bryant would have had his own company, which was the Mamba company, they would have still been making money from him till this day. Remember, they still own parts of his shoes. His shoes are still being sold on the internet. Nike is still making money from Kobe Bryant even to this day. So if Kobe Bryant leaving, that would not stop Phil Knight. Remember, they even had Colin Kaepernick, right, making money from his campaign. They not tripping off of Kobe Bryant leaving, who was already retired 5 years prior. Remember, Kobe Bryant retired from the NBA in 2016. They got other athletes, right, including Giannis Antetokounmpo, who also has a Nike deal. Right, the 2-time league MVP is also signed to Nike. Nike got too many assets. Every time Madden, NBA 2K, MLB The Show, or even NHL, or anybody that uses their Nike shoes, their brand, or even FIFA, right? Anything from EA Sports, Nike's getting a paycheck. They're getting a percentage of that. Every time there's a commercial advertisement, Nike's getting a percentage of it. No, people need to leave Nike alone. Nike has nothing to do with that death. Because if I'm the DA, if I'm the investigator, I'm looking into this case, if I'm the judge, I got to use common sense. Why would Nike have this man die after him wanting to leave? Nike probably known Kobe Bryant was going to leave anyway. So I find it hard to believe they'll do something to kill this man and them kids. Wouldn't nobody want that on nobody's family. Because they killed people that had nothing to do with Kobe Bryant. They killed people, they killed two parents and their daughter. There were other families on that helicopter. Why would they do something like that and kill these innocent kids? There's like 3 children that died on that plane, on that helicopter. So why would Nike have something like that happen? No, Phil Knight would never do something like that. He got too many other artists on that man's payroll that he's making money from. Them losing Kobe Bryant would not cause Nike to go broke. Again, y'all need to stop listening to a conspiracy theorist that's high on drugs, that's paranoid, that's jealous of these people. I told y'all that already, man. YouTube basically has a lot of nonsense being promoted. It's sad. Y'all need to let this man rest in peace. I don't know why Vanessa Bryant decided to sue the helicopter company. It's not their fault they happened. The helicopter company most likely told Kobe Bryant not to do it. He did it anyway. It's just like, for example, this I'm going to show you an example of how people manifest their own death and basically speak their own deaths into existence. Now in hip-hop, look at the rapper Notorious B.I.G., Christopher Wallace. That man has an album called Ready to Die, which is to this day the biggest hip-hop album of all time, which is the most selling. It went multi-platinum. It sold the most copies. It made the most money, even more than Tupac's albums. Then he has another a second album called Life After Death. Big pretty much spoke his own life into existence. He probably knew, Chris Wallace knew he probably wasn't going to live that long. And in one of the songs in Ready to Die has a song with him literally committing suicide, where he actually shoots himself. The whole phone call was him he called Puff Daddy, and he was basically talking about some things he did wrong. And at the end of that song, he basically shoots himself. And notice, Big died right after Pac. He died young. I think he passed away at the age of 26, because Pac was 25. Pac was 24, 25. Big was 26. Yeah, Pac was 25. He was 26 years old. Or it might have been 27, but he died really early. Okay? Same thing with Tupac. Tupac was talking about a lot of death in a lot of his music. The man has a song that says, I see death around the corner. That man was talking about malicious stuff and killing. Yeah, Pac had other turned up songs, but you talk about a lot of death. That man was also gang banging. Right? Remember, in that hotel, that man stomped somebody out. He stopped off a man from another set. Him and Suge Knight's homies stomped somebody out that was part of a Crip hood. And supposedly the man in that same car came back and shot him. Pac was also started beef with Mobb Deep. He started beef with Bad Boy. He had a lot of beefs. Pac was even beefing with Jay-Z. He beefed with a lot of people. A lot of other brothers in the hip-hop game when he was still alive. Both of them died young. And let me bring it to the original standpoint for you Christian people, especially some of you who have came on my channel and called me a hypocrite and questioned my Christian religion because of language, right? And again, I know I'm a sinner, but I talk in a certain language to show you that I'm human. I'm not one of these goody two-shoes Christians. But for you Christian folks, right? The devil sometimes put image in people's mind and make them do stupid decisions that causes their death early. For all you know, Satan could have told that pilot, okay, go ahead and fly anyway. Right? It could have caused that pilot to make a wrong judgment call. The devil could have put in Kobe Bryant's mind, you Kobe Bryant, you got a military helicopter. That helicopter can take one damage. You can fly through that cloud anyway. You can fly through all that cloud, through all that smoke. It's not gonna stop you. You're Kobe Bryant. You have the best. You're paying for the best helicopter the money can buy you. Just fly anyway. The devil could have told Kobe Bryant to do it. For all you know. See, the devil plays on your mind. He sometimes puts image in somebody's head to go do something. Just like the devil causes somebody to go rob somebody and shoot somebody. The devil causes the average gang banger, right, in a hood to go down and go kill somebody, to murder somebody, and don't care who they hit, and hit innocent bystanders. The devil does that, folks. all the time. So before you go blaming someone on Illuminati, before you go blaming Freemasonry, before you go blaming Nike, before you blame these other companies you say Kobe Bryant had beef with, ask yourself, Kobe Bryant was in control of that helicopter. He was the boss. So as far as I'm concerned, Kobe Bryant caused his own death to happen. Trying to be on time. Remember, you live by the gun, you're going to die by the gun. You live by the sword, you're going to die by the sword. There's the Bible speaks on that. So Kobe Bryant enjoyed that helicopter. He died in a helicopter. That's where he's most happy. And that cartoon had nothing to do with it. I just showed you. Let the record show the owner of that cartoon basically said it. Do not share it. And yet you have people share it anyway because you have people that stupid. People caught in their numbers, caught in that gematria, caught in the conspiracy theory. They shared it anyway, and the man told you not to share it. The person behind the cartoon told everybody not to share that cartoon. You have people on YouTube share it anyway because they're that stupid and sick in the mind. Let this man, it's 2021. Kobe Bryant died last year. Let him rest in peace. Again, and I told everybody, I don't want to hear no more about Kobe Bryant. It's disrespectful to that man, the rest of that man's remaining daughters. It's disrespectful to Vanessa Bryant and the rest of the Bryant family. It's disrespectful to Jella Bean Bryant Joseph, who is still around. Respect that man's father and parents. Respect that man's brother and sisters. Respect that man's daughters. Respect his wife. Respect his family. Stop with the conspiracy theories, please. Especially Boy Squawkers, man. He needs to be ashamed of himself. Even believing these articles. Ignore these articles. They freaking stupid. People are using Kobe Bryant to basically make cap. They're using Kobe Bryant for their own beneficial gain. That's all they're doing. No, Nike would never kill this man. Why would they sabotage this man's helicopter? And Kobe Bryant has made them a significant. Kobe Bryant has made Nike over $50 million throughout his entire career. So no, Phil Knight would never do something like that. That's an 82-year-old man. He's too old for that. That man would not want that in his conscience. Phil Knight, who's, again, he don't have long on this earth neither, man. The Nike owner literally is in his 80s, early 80s. You're only given a certain amount of time on this earth. That man is on his way out anyway. Phil Knight don't have long on this earth, so why would Phil Knight want that on his conscience? 82-year-old man don't got time to play around like that. He don't. He ain't no gangster like that, man. Y'all got to stop it, man. Y'all got to stop letting the devil put things in your minds. Because the devil has found a way to basically dumb down the society. And for Boy Squawkers to have a PhD, Boy Squawkers got to be in his 50s or 60s, 50s or 40s. For him to be thinking like that, it's sad. For conspiracy theories like Zachary K. Hubbard and everybody else to think like that, it's wrong, dude. It's wrong. It really is. It's sad. That's why I expose people like Zachary K. Hubbard, because it's stupid. So I'm just putting it out there now. Kobe Bryant was not going to war with Nike. Nike did not have a reason to go to war with Kobe. Kobe had no beef with Nike, and Nike had no beef with him. It's all rumors made up by people that have nothing else better to talk about. They want to continue to milk this man's death. Y'all need to let it go. The Lakers have basically mourned his death and moved on. The NBA has moved on. Y'all need to move on too. All right, when I made that video when Kobe Bryant first passed away on that date, I told everybody, don't believe these conspiracy theories. It's stupid. Kobe Bryant was too busy being a father. Yes, Kobe wanted to form his own company. That man had his own TV show. Kobe Bryant was a businessman. He had his own Mamba Academy. He had students. Kawhi Leonard and Paul George was one of those guys, along with Kyrie Irving and Jason Tatum and other athletes. And as well as other high schoolers and elementary school kids. Yes. Kobe Bryant was that influential. But that man was not trying to beef for nobody. He didn't have time for that. Man, folks, that's the video. So I just want to put that out there. All right? All this about Kobe Bryant dying because of some type of company organization. No, man. That man was loved by everybody. Kobe Bryant was making these companies way too much money. Especially Nike. Made it way too much money for them to just want this man to die. Hell no, man. No, everybody ain't that evil. All right? And Kobe Bryant was not a Luciferian. The devil did not kill Kobe Bryant like that. Again, Kobe Bryant caused his own stuff to happen. Right? I'm just going to let y'all know that now. Kobe Bryant, at the end of the day, was in charge of that helicopter. Kobe Bryant could have easily said, I'm not going to fight. He could have heeded the warning in the news. I'm pretty sure they told him. Every airport was shut down in the entire Los Angeles, California area because the weather was too bad. So Kobe Bryant knew how bad that weather was. He did it anyway. So as far as I'm concerned, at the end of the day, Kobe Bryant was responsible for his own death as well as everybody else. The blood is on his hands for flying that helicopter anyway, as well as that other pilot. Because the first pilot told Kobe Bryant, no, he's not going to do it. The other pilot, told the company, I'm not coming into work. I'm not flying in that weather. So if you had to find a backup pilot, that should let you know what time it was. Kobe Bryant probably threatened that helicopter company that he rented that plane from to basically do it anyway. Because you gotta understand, man, off camera, man, some people are very, very strict. They want things done. They want it done on time. It's just like Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson told that doctor to give him more OxyContin. Michael Jackson caused himself to overdose. Right? People wanted to give that doctor prison time. The prison doctor said, man, if he didn't, I'm making my money from Michael Jackson. He's paying me a lot of money. If I don't listen to Michael Jackson, I'm not gonna be able to pay my bills. That brother was gonna suffer for something he was told to do. Just like Mac Miller. Mac Miller OD'd off of that lean and fentanyl that's inside the lean, as well as prescription drugs. Ariana Grande did not cause that man to die. Ariana Grande broke up with Mac Miller for somebody else because she wasn't going to put up with Mac Miller and not listen to her. Mac Miller didn't want to change, so Mac Miller had a lot of issues. Mac Miller caused his own self to die. Ariana Grande had nothing to do with it, yet they still blamed that woman. It was sad. Prince could not stop working. Prince causes all his own self to pass on, because if Prince would have just retired and settled down and left the entertainment industry alone and stopped making music like that, he probably would have been still living till this day. Prince was a workaholic. He's a perfectionist. He had to keep going until it led to him passing on. Just like the lead artist from Linkin Park caused his own self to commit suicide because he was that depressed and sad inside. Y'all need to stop blaming other organizations. Stop blaming other secret societies for somebody's death that's responsible for their own. So let the record show. To me personally, I believe Kobe Bryant caused himself to happen. He's responsible for that helicopter crash as well as that other pilot, because Kobe Bryant could easily got rental cars for everybody. He's Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant had enough money to pay the law enforcement and play traffic control to clear the lane for him to get to his stadium. He had that much money. And I believe the city would have did it. They would have shut the highway patrols down. The freeways would have shut down for him. He would have shut down traffic for him. He's Kobe Bryant. So enough with that nonsense. But anyways, man, and see, me, I'm a man of God. God tells me things. God laid that on my heart. God literally told me what to say before this video happened. Again, the power of the tongue is real. Sometimes you speak your own death. And sometimes you religious folk, the devil can put things in people's mind that cause them to do things that lead to their own deaths. All right? There's good karma and there's bad karma. Remember that. Remember, folks, man, y'all stay blessed, stay tuned. And as always, I'll see you soon.